Oh shit, we live? Be ready.
What's good? What's going on?
Man, ain't nothing, man. You know, we same old. I got done a little early at work, you feel me? In the office. But what's up with you though? You chilling?
Yeah, slow motion.
Slow motion for me. Slow motion. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, pause. Now wait a minute.
Oh, pause. Great segue, Bush. Now into today's conversation.
You smell me like, speaking of pause, because we put up a video and the controversy in the comments. You know, I love the damn comments. The comments. Yeah, I love it. I love reading the comments. I was saying, be rad. If we agree, we ain't gonna never block no comments. We ain't gonna never. We with all the smoke. We want to hear it all. Whatever. You feel me? If YouTube blocks you, that's YouTube though. But we ain't doing it. But yeah,
I mean, I literally asked for the comments regardless of whatever. Speaking of what, convo with Upstate, what's going on, kid?
Oh yeah. Hey, that pause though. It came from back in the day. Another that was an argument in the comments. They said, "Oh, that's some new shit" or whatever else. The pause, no Diddy, and then a real New Yorker. What? See, you're a real New Yorker. When you recall when that started, the whole pause shit.
That's got to be 15, 20 years ago. That shit started in Harlem, I think. But it's been around New York for fucking ever, like to the point where like that shit's old. That shit's old. People been stopped playing that shit, and then the internet brought it back, and now people feel a certain type of way if they don't say it when they used to, even though they've graduated to not saying it no more. But now the whole country caught up on something that was going on like 20 fucking years ago.
It's so old. It's like because I think it started with no homo. I'm probably getting in trouble.
Yeah, it definitely started with no homo.
We in the gutter of the YouTube streets. We in the low bottom, so I could say stuff like that right
crazy, now. But we used to say that. We used to say that on the regular. I forgot all about that. Oh my god, bro, that was like an okay thing to say.
That was the first one. And a big football player, got fucking fined for saying that. I forgot his name. I knew if EST was here, he'll let y'all know because a football player said that in an interview. He must have said some shit.
No, I'm shocked that I don't remember that because I'm a huge football guy, so I'm surprised I remember that. Plus, like, that was like saying like the R word, I guess. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That's just something else. Like that's crazy that time changes so quickly that what you can and can't say. Like
then it went into pause, and then it was like, hey yo.
Yeah, facts. Pause is crazy if you're growing. I agree, but sometimes even I succumb to it. Pause on this channel because I don't want to say something. I'm not trying to get clipped. Like I need to protect myself over here.
I definitely say it too. So that's the crazy part. It's the cool. That's the one that lasted a little longer. But now it's even crazy. People don't. You already know it's so in us. So it's like, hey, wait. You could just say anything.
Like when it came back around, when you started saying it. You can go back and watch in the early videos 2 years ago. Like when you would say it, I would start dying laughing because I hadn't heard that shit in so long. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. But then I started realizing, like, oh shit, no, the internet really is on this. Like I started noticing it everywhere, and I was like, this is crazy. People think it's some new shit. It's funny.
But I think, they have some good points as far as grown ass men getting too crazy with it, saying it too fucking much, like
too much.
Like as if it's really a problem, like as if you say something like, oh yeah, we whatever. And then if you don't say pause, you're gay, so you have to say it. That's crazy. The level of homophobia. If somebody in the comments said homophobia, nobody's scared of homo, whatever. But what homophobia, it don't mean like fear. Still, it's like just don't even touch it. Like, can't even talk.
Afraid to be associated with, afraid to speak of, uncomfortable around the idea of within a natural setting, nothing crazy. Pause.
Exactly. So I'm like, wait a minute. But they be with everything. Like even now,
it is kind of crazy though.
We say that like even Jamaicans from whatever, like that mean I'm gonna pull up on you or whatever. Now they'll say, hey yo to that. Yeah, I'm about to push up on the homie. Hey yo, hey, what up, EST?
Oh shit, he tapped in.
He popped in. I don't know because he a busy man. I don't be knowing if he able to do the early shows and shit. Oh, y'all hear him good? You hear him good? Oh, there we go.
He
just dropped that It's a Wobbler today. That shit crazy as hell. With that guy, that damn I don't like that motherfucker. What's his name? Badass.
Who? Sad?
Your mic is fucked up, ESC. I don't think we're hearing you good. You hear him? B-Rap?
Nah.
Yeah, something badass. He did some super trolling and put out a statement saying, Drake, I talked to Drake. He's cool to come here. He got the pass, this and that. But he a damn rat.
He's a liar, bro. Rat. He is lying, bro.
That's wild.
All right, let ESC explain this shit. He's a rat, but it's a wobbler. But
I mean, he made this statement a day after Kendrick dropped his album, man. Basically saying he about to bring Drake to Compton. It's a slick shot at Kendrick Lamar, bro, trying to say they holding up the end. But then again, he got a point, right? In a sense, because Drake was on the West Coast doing features with all these artists. You know what I'm saying? So he trying to say, I'm bringing him here because he could. He been good. What all these? I ain't gonna go there. But basically, he trying to say he bringing Drake to Compton. And Wack responded, let him know we talked to Drake people. They ain't coming to Compton, bro.
Just that's cap anyway, though. And he don't have the what Wack be saying, the rank, the rank,
right or respect.
Right, you don't got the rank. You don't got the rank to pull that fucking play. That's amazing. That's amazing.
He's a rat. You know, the level of trolling is out of control. It's beautiful when he got his own little platform, so he could say whatever the fuck he wants. The level of trolling is crazy. He don't be outside. They say they can't find him nowhere and things like that. So he sit at home, just do big trolling. But yeah, it was terrible. Wack went off on him, of course, because you know Wack got to be in the middle of that type of shit. Check it out. It's a wobbler. Yeah, we was talking about that Paul situation, and a lot of people in the comments was going crazy. So I basically said, yeah, it's cool to say it's in my vocabulary, but the OD is out of control. That's all.
Let me touch on what you were saying. When I first heard it was the Paper Soldiers where Dame was saying pause. You know what I'm saying? That was a while ago.
Paper Soldiers.
It is kind of sometimes if you're frequently doing it, then it's excessive. But look, man, it's a game amongst men that we play. It ain't as serious as everybody trying to take it. Some people for it, some people
definitely not.
We do need to kind of work on not being so freely with it, but it ain't as tragic as they trying to make it seem. But
it is crazy though. It is crazy that grown men be saying that shit, and everybody there knows exactly like what time they're on with that, and it's fun. It's one of those social paradigms to me that's just funny, man. Like it's just
this though. It's what the young boys do when they say that's what she said. It's just a fun friendly game.
Facts.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I've gotten fucking damn near dealt with for that one. Like at work is not a good place to say that shit.
But what Wack was saying, he was in a talking business, and the dude was like, pause. Now we talking business, and you know, and you ain't my homie, and you pausing me, then it's a problem, bro. You know,
not even talking business, changing the tire, so doing some work, whatever. And
let me add a little context. The reason why we on it like that is because of the environment we in is so zesty nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
it really is
a way of straight man check each other on some joking shit. That's all it is. Like, oh, yo, that was crazy, bro. That was crazy because of the times we're in, bro.
It's definitely.
But there are some people who take it way too far.
Yeah. They got out of control. Now the Cameron, the shit tax was saying he ain't say Cameron name, but when you watch that show, they get out of control. It's like, come on, man, now it's getting ridiculous. And it's kind of
that's because like that's the tempo of their show is like it's funny because they're sitting behind like a nightly news desk, but they're talking to each other like they're hanging out on a street corner. To me, that's fucking funny as fuck.
Yeah, you're right.
Mace played a freestyle Cam spit back in the day saying, last weekend, I took Cardan to get his ass eaten. And they was on his ass about that. It was like, yo, Paul.
Yeah, you can't say that type of shit.
You can't say that, bro.
And I ain't gonna lie, the Harlem boys was in the comments, hella defending it. They like, hey, don't worry about it. There's some Harlem shit type of shit.
Facts, fuck that. Leave that alone. Exactly. Yo, what are you talking about? Leave that alone.
So, yeah. You feel me? Cameron and them from Harlem. I get it.
Because we can say this too. We can say y'all.
Gosh, it's
we
funny.
can say certain people walk around with the game mentality, putting on this, on that, on this, on that. That could be childish too. We can ask y'all to put that away too. Because you grown, you can't be putting stuff on a gang every other second. That's kind of childish.
The on the set, on my mom, all that shit is just like, all right, we get it. Like, you're sincere of what you're speaking. Like, can we get to something else? Because it's getting old. It lost its punch.
Sometimes that means you got something to prove, and it like.
But that's the thing, though. What? As a man, they try to say, okay, pause, you got dick on your mind. I kind of understand the correlation, but as a grown man, if you're a man and you stand on what you say, right? You stand on what you say, you don't have to put it on nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just speak as a man and stand on it. Why you gotta add, I put it on this, on that. Just talk as a man.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to back up your statements with on this and validation. On that. It should just be your word.
That's a
shit should be on you naturally.
That's a cold fact. Hey, my homeboy from San Diego, he gonna be joining us. Probably not today, but he gonna be joining the panel. My Mexican homeboy, he real smart. He spit, got them bars, all that.
Okay.
He the homie I grew up with and shit. He one of my, and it's gonna be crazy. But I bring that up because I was watching a documentary and shit in Chicago, how they trying to bring together black and brown. I know we don't have a brown person on the panel, but we can still speak on certain things and see if we think it's, what is it good or bad as a possibility or not, and just speak on it and put some light on it. So I'm gonna play this little quick short video for a couple minutes, and then we'll speak on it.
We're doing it. You know that. Trying, we doing it. Look at this. We doing it. Really, our brother. Real life. We don't play, brother.
Where we at, brother? Where we at?
Right now, we in Pilsen right now, man. We setting up right now. We finna make history today. You know what I'm saying? We doing stuff that really never been done. A lot of talk that talk, but don't walk that walk, and we leading by example today. You see what I'm saying? Absolutely. And really in the trenches. You see what I'm saying? Like straight up, bro. Like, I don't think I ever seen black and brown come together like this before, ever. You know what I'm saying? So this is something that the people need to see. You see what I'm saying? That we gonna stand strong together no matter who come against us, bro. We going against the grain, and we got God on our side, so we ain't never gonna lose. You see what I'm saying?
100%. So how big this feel to you, though, bro?
Like, it feel like a dream. Honestly, it don't feel real, because it's like, I feel like this the type of stuff you see in the movies, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Like, this right here to me is like, it's everything, bro. Cause it's like, I'm gonna be the person to do what I can for my community. I got people backing me up, and now we creating opportunities for our shorties out here. You see what I'm saying? It's different. It just feels different. Like, I've been waking up different. All type of, I ain't even, like, I'm being so for real. Like, life feel different, man. It feel different. It feel like I'm doing positive. I feel more alive, I feel like, I don't know, brother, just blessed, gang. And I appreciate everybody that came to show love and make this difference with me, because, man, I couldn't do it alone. I was just talking to GC yesterday. I was letting them know this is something, this how I know God real, because this is something that can only be pulled off with God. You see what I'm saying? That's the only way it's going to happen, bro. This is something only God can make happen, bro. You see what I'm saying? Yes, I'm really doing something different, bro. People don't do this type of stuff where I'm from.
Facts. So does it take bravery to do this?
100%, bro. You gotta be crazy, low key a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, but I think all of us got a little bit of that in us.
Got a little,
Yeah, but they call the geniuses crazy all the time, though.
100%, bro.
So GC, you got any words?
No, man. I'm with my brothers today. We outside exemplifying, displaying what black and brown unity look like. We backing our brother up because he really spearheading it, for his community, for the shorties in his generation, and he said it all, man. We just ready, to talk less and do more, okay?
That's right. Nah, that's real. That's real.
Big unity.
Yeah, we walk,
absolutely.
We walk it. Like I told GC one day, it's like, we've been known for doing negativity for so long, bro. It feel good to be known for positivity. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For your face to be, people see your face and they be like, man, embracing, bro. Because they know it's love, because of the work we doing, bro. GC is love, bro. It's love, bro. We doing it.
Big unity.
Big unity. Y'all know what's going on.
Yeah, you say what?
Big unity. Y'all know what's going on.
What you gotta say, big brother?
I know y'all
brother
surprised.
said it already. Hey, you hear me? That's a no. People used to look at me when I was shorty, like, man, he not to be trusted. He shiesty. Now when people see me, it's all love. You know what I'm saying? People don't know how good it feel. No, when you're a shorty, you trying to chase this image. You chasing the image to be super gangster, super tough, so you can get that real love in the hood. But people don't understand when you start doing this, when you get back that love that you've been feeling, you'll realize it was fake. People kick it with you, see what I'm saying? They be trying to kick it with you. because they scared of you, they fear you. And they pretend it's love, and that's the only love you really know a lot of times in the hood. But when you get again back to the shorties and feeling the real love from the shorties, that's when you know, like, oh, that's what real love is. And we gravitate to love. See what I'm saying? So once you start doing this, ain't no going back, I promise you. And man, this, I ain't gotta talk.
For sure. So you know this your first time meeting all the brothers. What's something you gotta say?
Man, we just growing together, man. We pushing this unity, we coming together. You know, trying to change the narrative for these kids, you know. That's what we doing. That's how we doing it, you feel me? Tapping in with all my brothers, it feel good to just be around my brothers and, you know, just feel that love and feel that embracement. You know, we need more like that in all these together as our city, as a whole. So that's what we doing, you know. Tapping in my brother Golden Child, you and my boy Kato, you know, we come together, brothers.
What you gotta say, brother? What you gotta say?
I already said, you heard him say let's do more.
You say let's do more, that's it.
Do more.
For sure. Absolutely.
Bro, we speak without words. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But we still gonna talk a little bit though. You gotta educate too.
Yeah, you know, because they need to see this. We gotta be personable with them a little bit. You know?
We need more construction, man. All that construction shit, we need more construction, you know? We're trying to build, that's what we're doing. We're trying to push this so we know we can get everybody on the same page and unite and come together. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. We got the youth, we got the kids looking up to us. We ain't had no kids, we didn't have no leaders coming up, you feel me? We was misguided, misled, you feel me? They gotta change for the better, you know?
So I got one more question for you, Kato. So you know, you said we unite in the black and brown community, right?
That's right.
So they always try to make it a difference.
For sure.
What's the biggest similarity that we have?
Our oppressors, we got.
Woo! He said our oppressors. So basically, he said, "Be rad." You feel me? Basically, that's the thing we got in common. The oppressors, be rad. You feel me? Now I'm playing. Hey, I wanted to bring this up when my homeboy tapped in, but I'm like, fuck it, we can speak on it. You know, the power of people in the streets. And I think really the main thing is it's a class thing too. The power of people. You see the poor, if we came together, you know, the power of the people. How powerful is that? Y'all think that's really possible? The boy, and shout out to a moderator, the GD Network. He said he's from Chicago and it ain't a big brown and black rivalry. Blacks fight blacks. Yeah. And Latinos fight Latinos. I don't know what they are. Yeah, that's a fact everywhere too, even in California. But when you got that click, and that could help a lot of things and help. I think
that ain't gonna help shit. What's gonna have to happen is
we've seen this before. We've seen this before plenty of times. Best of luck to them. But this shit lasts a few weeks or a few months at most.
What's gonna make the biggest difference is the politics have to change from the inside behind the walls out from the inside out. We can't do it from the outside in, because once we can have unity here, and once of our troubled youth go in there, they can't eat off the same plate. You can't take a piece of food from a black. You know what I'm saying? So they really got to change the politics from the inside out, and that'll help shit on the street.
Yeah, I hear you. You know, but don't you think positivity creates positivity? It's like FYBJ, man. It's not. They saying it ain't realistic for what he's trying to achieve as far as Chicago with the, you know, what's going on. But at the same time, the positivity is going to bring positivity. It might set some examples for the kids to be like, oh, I want to be on that instead of being on that. Give them different examples than all just gangbangers and shit. You feel me?
Nah, that's facts. This visually, you know, aesthetically, it's perfect because it's going to show that unity. So it could be a trickle down effect from that. But if they really want effective strategic results, they need to start this thing from the inside out. You know what I'm saying? And that'll speedball the process.
Because even in Cali, you know, when I was in situations, I have friends, you know, Mexican friends, but then I get locked up in the county. One of them act like he don't know me, but the other one kept it gangster. And he was like, yo, what up, what you need type of shit. But we can't do business and you know, in person or whatever, but he still kept it. He was still my friend inside.
Right.
Like I said, there's different people. It's fucked up when we put everybody in one and generalize shit. You feel me? The kids need different examples, more positive examples. And that's a good thing that they doing that out there, because the kids in Chicago probably ain't never seen no shit like that, you know, from that generation.
Now they have, because guess what? His name is 360 Pooh. He a black dude in a Latin gang. Go check him out. He had music and all that shit. 360 Pooh. They've been running that, but a lot of times you see that when he have Latino family. You know what I'm saying? The upbringing. But,
Okay.
yeah, they used to him. I think it was 360 Pooh and Bo Deal. They did the whole Latino black link up years ago. You know what I'm saying? It's dope.
Yeah,
to
but
see.
that's one example. Yeah, but how?
But what I would like us to see, fuck getting on camera. Look, no matter of fact, this is perfect. Let's see this. But what we also need to see is them contracting and painting jobs. We need to see black and brown. Those landscaping jobs, let's see black and brown. Those construction, let's see black and brown. Let's break bread together.
True that.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. But yeah, shout out to them brothers out there. You feel me? Because like I said, all positive is good. Positive. You feel me? What you gotta say, Oppressor B-Rat?
He on you tonight. He on you today, man. He on you today.
It's quite all right. It's quite all right.
Nah.
I don't even got nothing to say. I'll be high as fuck. I'm laughing right now.
Hold on, my fault, GDN Network. I would just contact 360 Pooh, a fucking clown with an identity crisis, a black Latin king. Hey, but ain't he that though? He present himself as that though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, but I ain't got. It is what it is. Hey, that Diddy shit crazy too. They got all kind of shit going on. First of all, TD Jakes, they said he was going to be on the witness list. Am I wrong? I didn't read the.
I hear in the speculations, but I ain't seen nothing solid to confirm that.
Okay, you seen how he passed out? That's crazy as hell.
Yeah,
man.
but we need to understand, bro. You older, bro. You can't be eating steaks, and you ain't working out, bro. You sitting down, you traveling constantly. That ain't good for your body. You gotta implement some type of regimen, man. You can't just do nothing at an old age and expect not to have a heart attack or a stroke.
But why are they saying it's related to the Diddy shit? I think it's a lot of rumors and shit. But is there any facts behind that rumor? Or
just convenient timing. Just convenient timing.
Well, I'm not gonna say it's not, because Bishop Eddie Long was just as a prominent pastor as TD Jakes is, and he came up sick and was about to die, and they exposed him. He was messing with boys the whole time before he passed away. You know what I'm saying?
Cold.
Yeah. So
cold.
I don't put no celebrity pastor past nothing, because that's a contradictory statement right there. Celebrity pastor.
Yeah, I never was into those. The super churches and things like that. I don't believe I should believe a pastor shouldn't be rich and luxurious and all that. But some people disagree with me on that strongly. He said,
"I sold a $100,000 BMW to a pastor from Harlem."
He said, "I hope he still isn't." And this sounds like a fan of TD Jakes, Lori Harding. I used to listen to TD Jakes. I hope he isn't involved in this horrific stuff with Diddy, but I fear he is. So that rumor, that word was out there. I'm not tripping. You feel me? And
if not him involved, he could be a victim.
He could just know about it. If he knows about it and didn't say something, he's complicit. He's complicit.
Or either partake in some of these erroneous acts on video camera, and you being blackballed behind that.
Yeah, that could definitely be something too, for sure.
Yeah.
But guess what? Like ESP said, you can't eat like that, and then the stress, and then imagine being under that type of scrutiny at the same time. I had an uncle that went to work and had a heart attack. You feel me? And we found out he was going through other whatever type of things. But I'm just saying, yeah, that'll get you if you're not eating healthy and not working out, and you under that new stress that hits you. Bam.
Yeah. Whoa. Stress can kill you, and a bad fucking diet and a bad lifestyle, an unhealthy lifestyle, and really bad stress can fucking kill you easy.
We all assuming and speculating, but it's messed up that his name is associated with that, and it's crazy with the power of Diddy, because you know what? All of Diddy he's a big celebrity. Why not celebrities be able to go to his parties? But now, if any history or any picture of you at a Diddy party, what the people going to say?
Yeah, but this is also a very easy way to just turn the church, to make the church look bad in general, because you get, a pastor or a minister or a priest at a Diddy party. Just doesn't sound good.
They doing everybody like that.
Yeah, you're right.
They doing Ellen DeGeneres like that. They say she up them. They trying to say she up and moved because of Trump won, but really they showing all the pictures of her.
I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that.
What is that about?
Did anybody really move? Because I saw a bunch of pledges of people saying they were gonna move, but like
they moved.
people actually left.
They started.
I've seen the video saying people left, but I don't believe any of it.
Now,
I'm gonna wait.
You're gonna have a few that's gonna do what they say, but for the most part, it's not gonna catch on like that.
What we say on this channel, where there's smoke, is goddamn fire.
There's fire.
Like, let's be real here, y'all. Shit, people don't be pulling shit out the air. People ain't pulling shit out the air. You hear me? Like,
nah, they do. Now they do sometimes, man, because that whole Michael Irvin shit. When that video dropped, I was like, wow, he didn't even fucking touch it.
He didn't say nothing. I knew he didn't say shit.
Wow,
I knew. I was like, these dudes don't got to be doing all that.
But when it comes to TD Jakes, the reason why people are really questioning it, because it's not hard to believe when you get into this whole thing of religion. You got the Catholic Church, that priest just got caught with all the little boys and this and that. You got the money mega churches, this motherfucker Rolls Royce, private jets doing this thing, like, and you got the other churches where the scandal with the sex and all that, like dealing with kids. It's like,
hey, but it ain't they. It's not the pastor fault, more so the people than looking at them like a celebrity because of their title as a pastor when they're a man. They're flawed just like anybody else. Once you start to distort him as a pastor from a regular man, then you're the person with the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They worship, the man. Just because he's a pastor, that doesn't mean he's him. You know what I mean? That's crazy. You're right.
His personalities, it's the same thing as Joel Osteen. He's pushing religious personality. Basically, he tell you, I'm not a pastor, but why you got a mega church? Because people come and listen to you. Because you know how to smile from cheekbone to cheekbone, from earlobe to earlobe, and you got nice Clark Kent hair. I guess they come and see you.
Yeah, hold up. Crypto World say Ellen is disgusting. Ellen is nasty. I want them to follow up. I want them to follow up with a fact about Ellen. Give me some shit because I want to know. Because really, I never really liked her.
What you mean? She said that
he was big.
A bunch of her studio people who work with her came out and said she's rude. The way she handled it.
Oh, she's been a bitch. She's been a bitch for a minute. Yeah. Everybody knows that. She's an awful. She's one of those awful people.
She's a filth box. All right.
Filth box. Absolutely.
I was just wondering.
Think about this.
He said, "Who cares what y'all think? You are only." Yeah, that's facts. Speculation.
We appreciate it, and that's what we're here to do.
You might.
We care. So that's what we're talking about it because we care.
Thank you, Wandering Tarnish. We love your name too, Wandering Tarnish. I love that.
I'll be back in 1 second. Yo, give me 1 second.
Wandering Tarnish. He scared. He running now. Let me stop. But yeah, that's crazy. Me too. He's a great preacher with a great message. It's unfortunate at the end of the day. We always, like we was talking about positive examples, the more the merrier, the more we love it in the world, but if you're a false motherfucker and you're using that to really put real negative in the world, I ain't saying he is. I ain't saying that at all. But sometimes I do believe in like karma and things like that. He's going through health issues, but that's not unlikely for a black man of his age and his condition. Because
if we want to get technical in the doctrine that states how a preacher and a pastor is supposed to live, right? As a shepherd, are you supposed to live way amongst your flock? That's division right there. You're supposed to have a noble, humble lifestyle.
That's a cold fact right there. That's a cold fact. So I'm my boy James, of course. Yeah, keep going. I'm sorry.
You up the cloth. So multi-million-dollar celebrity lifestyle is not of the cloth, bro, because the average person who are that can't relate to that.
I mean,
that's true too, Ms. Hart. That's true too.
Not with that, I got nieces, I got family.
And check this: anybody with a 501c3 organization gets that tax exempt because you're on code what the government wants you to push and say. So just always keep that in mind. You're not doing nothing groundbreaking when you got a 501c3 and you got their backing, because if not, you have to pay taxes on all that. Now, Jake the man.
That's what I'm trying to
remove. We're trying to remove the man.
So he's still a man too, a man. So that's why I'm addressing like the health conditions, and that's what it is. That's life. It's real life, and we pray for him. I ain't gonna lie, because all this stuff is speculation. All this, because as a preacher in that powerful type of church, you have to make friends that donate to the. Why you think they keeping the lights on in that? And you feel me? So it's not unlikely for a preacher to congregate with the community elites. You feel me? It's just like we happen to be in New York City, and we happen to have Diddy, who's you feel me? And he was at a party. We not saying he indulged.
But the thing though, that Father Flanagan in Chicago, GD Network. If you in here, tap back in. We can attest to him. He don't be amongst the celebrities. He there for the youth with them programs, feeding them, schooling them, clothing them. He ain't at these parties. He with these politicians trying to do this, trying to do that. Father Flanagan, and he's a white man, a Catholic priest who actually, I've seen when them shootings be coming, he be on TV, the whole nine. He, he feed the people as long as y'all leave y'all politics at the door. I'm pretty sure he know people that can house and employ you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
this dude right here, crypto world is burnt out. He's burnt. He's burnt.
Let me get that off here. Oh man, but they eating good though. They eating good, and we got some feedback.
He can afford that.
We find out with a lot of, unfortunately, a lot of these reverends and stuff. And what JJ said, he's still a man. Yeah, I get it, but every man is judged by people. It's just what it is. And if you want to be in the public, yeah, they're gonna talk. You feel me? But
that's what comes with it.
That's what come with it. And
I had somebody before, like I said, I was on the platform, we were doing a live and shit. I had somebody screenshot me, make a profile, and comment under with my picture. These motherfuckers go to all kind of levels, bro.
Gonna get all that. You gonna get all
to
that
troll me, and I was like, I respect that, man. That's funny. You ain't gonna never get me upset with that.
You built for these streets. You've been coming up, you feel me, in these YouTube streets. You know what this shit about. You ain't gonna come. Some dudes jump in and then they get shocked by
I don't know why.
Shit.
Now I see why they get shot, because then that let me realize, okay, I put my mind in the psychology of somebody who take the time to do that. I'm like, okay, you know what? I fuck with you, because that's not normal.
It's definitely not normal.
It's not normal
at all.
But it's funny as fuck. Like trolling has become an art, and even if you don't like it, you gotta respect it because people are clever as hell.
Yeah,
they got that Google shit. You know that Google shit, you can change your appearance. So this one dude was live. They took a picture of him, added a beard, threw some glasses on, and comment, "Hey, you look just like me, bro." He's like, "Yo," he going crazy. Meanwhile, it's him. It's just the trolls, bro. They crazy. This shit funny, bro.
Yeah, what's up with this shit, man? I want to read this content, but I might not. It's a lot of shit we already know. This dude Diddy, bail or no bail. Of course, the people that want the bail are saying they want his lawyer or whatever, but they saying he's a threat, and there's witnesses that are putting out statements saying, and the speculation that these witnesses is celebrities, not just any motherfucking people. You know what I mean? I'm gonna read that content, but what you think, like as far as the gall of Diddy pause? Nah, but I don't know why I did that.
Nice.
But,
Nice.
You really think he gonna get out and go crazy and really be trying to do things? Is he that dumb to go? You feel me?
He a flight risk. He a flight risk, and if it's true that he had contacted some witnesses or made some phone calls, it's over for you.
Well, that's speculate. Well, his requirements or whatever. What they want is him to have a 2-bedroom apartment right there in Manhattan. You feel me? And he can't go nowhere. He locked in there. The police is outside the door, and that's what it is. Like, I don't see how that could be a flight risk in New York City.
Because he can call any one of his friends and just get a jet and be gone.
Yeah, you're being there. You putting up $50 million to get out. What you mean? That right there alone.
He got dough, and he can always borrow dough, and he can get out of the country immediately and go to a place of non-extradition and never come back. He really can't do that. He's one of very few people who could do that.
Don't you got the best of the best lawyers? They might not be fighting hard enough or something. What's going on?
I don't know.
Diddy
He's
alleged
definitely a
victims
flight risk,
fear
though.
for safety of mogul granted bond. The alleged victims of Sean Diddy Combs have reportedly received death threats and are concerned for their safety should the Bad Boy Entertainment founder be granted bond. That's crazy, though, when you think about the intent. Even if he's not doing that, that just means the witnesses are like, motherfucker, I don't want you out. We want you to stay your ass in jail, nigga, and we gonna lie and do whatever we got to do to keep your ass in jail. I don't see how he's sending threats, or if he is.
When the prosecution uses we the people against you in that sense of based off the charges, we the people are not happy with you being out here in public with those charges. So that's what they'll use on them. You know what I'm saying?
Judge, whatever, I can't say this name, is to make a final determination on Diddy's bail status on Monday, November 25th, after prosecutors raised concerns about the incarcerated mogul's potential to obstruct justice. Attorney of multiple alleged victims, Ariel Mitchell, addressed the upcoming bail hearing during a recent appearance. All of them are very apprehensive about their safety if he were to be granted bond, Michael said of alleged victims. I am confident in the court. I am sure that the court will remain with their previous decisions of no bond. They going hard on that boy.
But more importantly, we know the court system kind of shuts down in December. Then they got it set for May. So they just like, bro, you basically got 5 months. And it's a Fed case, which is normally longer. So you really around the corner for your case.
But goddamn, man, he giving $50 million to the city. What the fuck? Fuck that. Take that. Like, we need that. They trying to charge us to drive in Manhattan, so they trying to up the like.
New York eats and shits that out in a second.
I know. I'm just saying,
true.
50 million is a
That's
good.
true.
It's not that.
Is it construction out there that's been going on for at least 5 years plus?
20, bro. 10, 20 years sometimes these jobs.
He said it's too good for Diddy. Damn, Lori, I feel you. But you got to remember, man. Yeah, he guilty of whooping her ass, but we don't know the extent of this and the facts of this shit. Tell you the truth.
This, but that right there, what she's doing, she's right. But that's also the Fed tactic of how they fuck up your name before your case. So it's working because she could potentially be let's say if she was in New York, hypothetically speaking, she could be a jury.
Yeah,
going in with that mindset.
That's
exactly, already knowing what's going on.
If what they say is true about Diddy, you shouldn't let him. Yeah, for sure, they shouldn't let him out. But they don't know if what he's saying is true because he didn't go to trial yet, so we can't do that.
No, all we've heard is what they've tried to arrest him for, what they've put on the arrest, which they always put a million things and only get you for 1 or 2, and what people are saying about it. We haven't heard a fucking thing from him.
B-Rad. But you know what we do got though? Remember the dude with the book bag and what he said was in it, and what color was the thing that was in it?
And we didn't believe it.
How we know about the pink cocaine? Where did that even come from? Remember that?
That's really true.
Came from Miami.
That's where
it gets brought into Miami.
And you know how the feds is? They'll hang you with this, and meanwhile, when they cross you over, oh, what about this? Remember that?
I'm sure. Like I said, where there's smoke, there's fire, and I ain't playing no dummy. You feel me? So it is what it is, and if all that's true, yeah, his ass needs to die.
I told you from the get-go, like we always heard weird shit, and now he's been charged for weird shit. Why is anybody?
Hold on, let me ask y'all this: is he in the same lockup that Jeffrey Epstein was in?
Yeah, he is an MDC.
Yeah, so he need to be happy that he alive because we see what happens when they don't want you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, now they're like super structured over there because of the whole Epstein
really?
thing, so.
It was always super.
They're bringing up the guns, but that gun stuff won't get dropped because
I love how people are like, no, he really hung himself. I'm like, yo, I was like, you don't understand the world, you don't understand New York, you don't understand police, you don't understand a fucking thing, do you? You bubblegum idiot. Yeah. I wish I were you. I wish I were.
What he's saying is it's just the cadence. What he's saying is when people say, no, Jeffrey Epstein hung himself. It's like, really?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Because I think he got thicker skin than Diddy. So
it ain't even about that. It's the people that. I heard, hypothetically speaking, I heard somebody say he was a CIA Mossad agent. Off that alone, they're taking you out. And I know that goes to some people's heads, right? But that's the information I'm delivering.
Too. Sorry, go ahead.
A Mossad agent. That right there, and then when you look at Jeffrey Epstein. he don't look like a European. He kind of look like a Mossad. Like it's not just a straight European or American white man. That's something different in him.
Man, I don't know what he look like. He look
and
weird.
then when you do the connections, it's like, oh, okay, the people he's connected to, yeah, you be done like that. But if Diddy need to be happy because if that's the case,
Ghislaine Maxwell's father is like a super villain. He died mysteriously on his yacht and disappeared. Oh, look into that. Look at that dude, bro.
You got examples?
He was a spook, bro. He worked for the FBI and shit, like the CIA. Like he was a creepy dude, bro.
Oh wait, Diddy and BMC. I thought Diddy was in MDC. I don't know.
Where's MDC at? Is MDC in Brooklyn?
MDC is in Manhattan.
Oh, it's in Manhattan. Okay.
But I ain't no super New York jail.
So which one would be worse though? The one that Epstein was in, or the Manhattan, or the Brooklyn shit?
I would say Manhattan would be the worst because Manhattan's the worst of the worst. You get tried in the lower court of Manhattan. That's the 5th district of New York.
Okay. All right.
You know, Brooklyn is more of like a local thing in Brooklyn.
They are two unto themselves to kill themselves. Yeah, that's why. That's one of the clues that I would believe about Epstein. That it's like, wait a minute, he's.
Hey, Laura, she's funny. She's funny. Narcisse.
Hey, what? Oh, she looking out for the channel, I guess, when she do that. No, I'm playing. Epstein.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's some funny stuff, man. It's funny.
What he's saying, I don't even understand it.
Epstein original coroner photo showed him wheeled out with face showing. All these photos are scrapped from the internet, basically. They can scrub the internet. We can pay somebody to scrub the internet.
So y'all saying suicide. What if he faked his death and balling somewhere?
He got caught and he's linked to all these high profile people. Why would he kill himself? He didn't do it then.
Yeah, and what's the value of him getting out and getting free and getting away? And what's the value of him dying? Well, if he's got people's names, the value of him dying is very good, and the value of him dying is Ghislaine keeping her mouth shut too.
Just like Whitey Bulger set him up.
Okay, Narcisse is narcissist.
Yeah, I knew what it was.
I didn't know.
I never heard nobody say it like Narcisse. Yeah. Yeah, Diddy ain't gonna kill himself. What's gonna drive him crazy is that sale. And the fact that he can't pace, you know what I'm saying?
And the food.
You think this judge is really going to listen to these witnesses and consider them, or you think they put up a hell of a new fight? I don't think we got the decision yet. I don't know.
Well, it ain't about that.
We get it today.
It's trying him though, bro. We know these are the fake, bro. Their tactics are grimy. So and he can fight because he a billionaire. So normally everybody else be a kind of $20-30 million millionaire, 10, 15, or when Diddy well above that. So he can have a 12-member staff that can fight this with the feds.
But you know, it's crazy y'all brought up Epstein because wait a minute, did Epstein get bail when he was fighting this case?
Bro, it's some dirty shit going on.
No,
we need to look that up. No. Oh, okay. You sure? Be right.
He would have cashed straight out if that was the case.
Yeah, he wouldn't be dead.
He would. How long was he there before he died? B-Rap?
Because I thought he got died. I thought
months.
That didn't happen after he got convicted.
Yeah, like in two months maybe.
Okay, they said Epstein didn't get bail too. I believe him. All right, I was about to get on some shit. See, Diddy ain't get bail. You know why, right? He ain't have the complexion for the protection of the suppression. No, I'm just joking.
Because he's black.
These monsters.
Hey, Maxine got bail though. Let any one of us do that and see if we get a bail.
Yeah, but she's also doing her fucking time and keeping her mouth shut. So she's a G. She's a G. I'll give her that. She's got juice.
Yeah.
See who her father is, and they'll be like, "Wow, I can't believe she went to prison." Be like, "Yeah, because she's not dead. Her died was I'll go to prison, keep my mouth shut."
Meanwhile, right, she was recruiting kids, the whole shit, and women ain't never came to say she was a monster. Don't nobody want to talk about it.
Nobody wants to talk about her.
No.
I mean, you know, yeah, these monsters, they all got to be treated equally. Ain't no sexism in this monsterism. I'm sorry, because
I think they all work for the CIA.
It's the psychology behind it, right? But they probably are. It's the psychology because there's plenty of those kind of monsters that we can throw out there content-wise, but they don't care. They rather a Diddy. You get what I'm saying? They want a Diddy.
That's what they want. It's exciting.
Yeah, they don't want to pay attention to the actual real raw shit. Nah, fuck that. Give me an entertainer.
Real world shit. Did Trump, was that thing about Trump actual the response to the Putin shit, was that real shit or is that some YouTube bullshit? Because they be going crazy on YouTube.
What's that?
He responded
If y'all not aware of it, then it's fake. Fuck it. You know,
I was gonna say it's probably bullshit if I haven't heard about it.
Yeah, I didn't hear him respond to nothing.
Man, I'm deep in these streets, homie. I be looking at everything.
Deep in the bullshit.
I look at it. Shit, y'all know that.
Nah, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, Diddy's son making it worse. All the smoke, the little dumb shit going on in the streets. He walk around like he the new Diddy. That ain't helping nothing. He is crazy. You know what I mean? If that shit really happened, then he's not helping his pops out at all. He's a little slow. And that song still playing on the radio. Diddy's song Can't Stop, Won't Stop, Bad Boy. It's playing out here in New York.
Man, he need to sit his fucking bro. He better stay from off the West Coast. He ain't put in no work to even get this whole little thing he's trying to claim. I dare niggas scream out no Diddy. It's like, bro, don't you know niggas will knock you the fuck out, bro? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, who are you, bro? Without security, you ain't doing a goddamn thing.
Talking about security too. Like, you go in the right place. But this is the thing. Stop always trying to have security. Go along as a man solo and claim that same respect in the streets or amongst the people. Fuck your clique. Do it as a man by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Stop doing it with a crowd, a bunch of niggas with AR-15 to my dare somebody scream out no. Just like, bro, what?
Y'all agree with this comment? All the judicial system is corrupt. He pissed someone off that is hired. Well, the rumor is, as we all know, that the liquor situation. I mean, I think I might agree with that. I mean,
but what they got to do with his conduct?
True. The thing is that make you think like a lot of dudes is on that timing, but they ain't pissed the wrong person off, so they ain't get the blitz on them. But I don't give a fuck. All these dudes need to be exposed. Tell you the truth, nobody's fantasizing and romanticizing on these celebrities. Fuck these niggas. You feel me? And if they dirty, take their ass down. That's what feel me?
Check it out though, based on whose name comes out in this trial and all that, and whose names get flipped out and this, other, third. This could just be like, here, let the masses, the idiots of the masses, have a Diddy trial, and they'll all forget about the Epstein list that we never got.
That's what I'm saying.
A lot of people is on that too.
Hey, Laurie, listen, that whole I'm Real, J-Lo, and Ja Rule, that was really Ashanti. Go listen to it. That's really Ashanti vocals and background.
Yes,
sir.
Yes, no, that's true.
I don't know.
That's true. That's 100% right. No, I've been heard that a minute ago.
J-Lo
whole career is Ashanti. I gotta ride for my Latina mom.
J-Lo whole career with Ja Rule is Ashanti songs.
It's true.
J-Lo had the bigger name.
She cut the sample.
We ain't gonna take it on.
They used it.
That's facts plus tax. Go listen.
I remember seeing that years ago.
We're gonna have to do some investigation. He a lot.
Google that shit. Google it.
West Coast.
R. Kelly was a scumbag. Yeah, he's another example of the shit. And wait, was Diddy? Yeah, Diddy and R. Kelly, they did a lot of work together. Biggie was on. R. Kelly did on. Yeah, for sure.
But we also got to think about this though. Hip hop culture coming up, especially early in the days, it kind of breeded this behavior to be acceptance to where dudes really. Only the times politically changed. Everybody a monster, but we taking out the fact of context of the culture was different. It was different.
You on to something? I talk about it all the time, like the BBD lyrics, backstage, underage, adolescent. We was dancing to that shit. We ain't. I was underage when it came out, so I get a pass. But y'all grown motherfuckers was dancing. Like anybody that bought that CD is suspect to me. You feel me? If they was overage and they knew what was going on, because if you look at when that record came out or whatever, you go back to I was a young nigga, I wasn't old. You got old niggas that was buying, and then there's all kind of other examples You got R. Kelly,
this?
and she's saying, "Age ain't nothing but a number," and R. Kelly right there dancing with her. Nobody said nothing.
And he posted on the album cover like this.
But did he come from this? You feel me? You think about Jodeci. Did he created this whole shit? Really? Because he's behind Jodeci and that Uptown Swing and all that type of shit. Y'all don't know that the history really on that Diddy shit.
But think about this though. It's always been in the culture. Even for example, look at the What's Love Got to Do with It movie. Was Ike not a grown ass man, and Annie Mae was a little girl still in the mama house, basically?
Yeah.
And the fact that he had a job and a title going on, she trusted her daughter to be with this man to get. So when we look in the culture, I be telling a lot of people, y'all be speaking about y'all grandpas, man, when you talking about some of these situations.
Facts. And guess what? Just because it's the culture though, don't mean it's right. And we could start correcting it and correcting what the fuck is going on. You feel me? Because
it's the opposite.
What you mean?
Well, that's just the sign of the times. That's just the times were different back then. Like it was different way back when for like a 15-year-old girl to be going out with like a 20-some-year-old, dude guy and be getting married. That wasn't weird across the country. You know what I mean? When like farm days, like old time, like that's, you know what I'm saying? And I mean like in the early 1900s, like the 1920s, 30s, 40s, like that shit was normal.
It's normal. I mean, we have more time with that being normal. See, but this is what I'm saying. People will say, fuck the government and their rules, but I'm saying the only reason why you say and think it's legal is because they told you that, right? But that's culturally and in nature speaks to the total opposite of what the law is saying. Then we get the law.
They said it was 16. If they said it was 16, they made the rule at 16. You'd be like, yo, it's weird that it's not 16. It is. It's 14 in Kansas.
R. Kelly definitely had Aaliyah.
Yeah, and some crazy law in the books that it's still like 14 in some places in Kansas, I believe.
Damn, you know him, huh? No, let me stop.
Yeah, because I frequent Kansas so often.
What I'm saying is, if Lori Harding, I don't know how old you are, but yeah, everybody know that's common knowledge. He married her when she was like 15 or some crazy shit like that, and they got the false documents and things like that. But if you think about
people do some suspect shit, and these are celebrities. Imagine what just normal everyday people who fly under the radar be doing. Oh
man, you already know.
Internal memo among the moguls in the 80s to create genre that would incite black community and encourage behaviors to feel jail. Okay, so we talking about like what started in the 70s with the what we call that I know what the black exploitation films. And that kind of perpetuated the pimp and the gangster and the drug dealer in the community. And that shit trickled down, basically. So that's basically
that was a part of it. It was a lot of things involved. You know, the crack era, the CIA, the guns that got put in the streets because of the military doing things or whatever. CIA, so all that type of shit it plays a part in the thing. The record labels that found that they could get way more money off of this violent shit than all that other shit. They said, "Oh, I could get 100 times more money than this Tribe Called Quest when I put out an NWA type of shit." Like just like the movies realized violence, music industry realized violence.
Hey, they manufactured the Biggie and Tupac beef, the media, because it really wasn't that at first. Yeah, they did that.
Oh yeah, are you kidding? That's a promoter's wet dream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but yeah, R.I.P. Aaliyah,
because you're playing with people's lives. But
yeah, it's dangerous. It's stupid. Yeah, and R. Kelly definitely took advantage of the young girl. R. Kelly was a big star. She was a young, he wasn't supposed to get romantic with her until she was, let her get a little grown. God it. So yeah, so R.I.P. Aaliyah too, man, because her life probably would have been different if R. Kelly wasn't on that shit. It would have went down a different road, and she wouldn't be. I blame that on him too. Fuck him. I don't give a fuck.
Yo, get the fuck out of here, bro. That's not fair, bro. Yo, that's a plane, bro.
I don't give a fuck about no child molested motherfucker. Sorry.
No.
I'm saying, but like whether him or not, she was getting on that plane one day. Not, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, she wouldn't have been on that plane if R. Kelly treated her like an artist and just grown her and then didn't fall in love like an old retard and married a young 50-year-old. Nah, sorry, the word, I don't, whatever, I'm gonna work on that. But
I love it. No, it's good for you. Good for fucking you. It's nice to be American today. Isn't it good to be an American today?
It had to change from the original golden age of hip hop. I ain't talking about the 90s at New York. I'm talking about what it's evolved to after that. It had to get out of that in order for it to evolve. We don't like it evolving because we got to clean the act up, bro. We got.
Are you kidding? Go back and watch these movies from MTV around like 2000 in the late 90s, like Varsity Blues and shit. They're all talking about hooking up with underage girls, and nobody gave a fuck. You know what I mean? Like,
check this out. There's a path and a road to everything. When you think about Diddy, Uptown Swing, and then the Jodeci, you know, JoJo, they raising alcoholics. Sorry, rest in peace to dude, but they was whooping on their girls. It's all out there. Now then the road leads to this, that leads to that leads to NWA, that leads to this, that leads to these little drill psycho little bastards that's can't get off no way unless they really killing some fucking body. And if y'all, these little bastards is really on that type of timing, and you got to look at where it came from. We can't just blame the youth. You got to look at the road, the path to this shit. And to beat a girl, when you see Lil Reese get caught beating on women and shit like that, his homies didn't really give a fuck about that. That's normal. So you got to think this is what they came from, the R. Kellys. They come from the R. Kellys and these type of dudes. And I'm sorry, Diddy is one of them dudes too. We see what it is. The music industry is a big influence on these youth in the streets. You feel me? And we let it get out of control, man. And that's really
it's the culture too. You know? That's why I agree with Charleston White when he said we idolize celebrities and entertainers too much. Meanwhile, Mr. Joe done had a business for the past 30, 40 years, property, the whole shit. We don't give a fuck about him. You know what I'm saying? We want to look at this.
Yeah, what you say?
Somebody just commented about we need to regulate being normal is a bad thing nowadays. That's crazy.
That's true.
That's fucking crazy.
It is crazy.
Well,
like average normal dude is just a chump these days, and that's so crazy to say.
But you know what's sad though? Because I see like even Bootsy and y'all love him, we love him, all that, but the representation out there that we got, these dudes ain't standing up for the right thing, and that's another problem.
But we had that conversation though, because we spoke about how, unlike Bootsy, he has songs apologizing to the youth. You know what I'm saying? Apologizing to the mothers. Apologizing. He even apologized.
I'm talking about his love for R. Kelly, and I did videos on it. And the real bulls know what I'm saying. You feel me? Like, I don't give a fuck about his music and the songs you fell in love with. He still represent R. Kelly. He love R. Kelly just like Wack 100. We could never be eye to eye on that, homeboy, because like anybody that still support a pedophile, that's just really a pedophile, pissing on girls when they was 14 type of shit, I can't really rock with it. I know y'all they romanticize the songs. They remember all the songs. It was great. It was mind like hypnotizing, but you got to live by some rules and morals.
Nah, I'm with you. I'm with you because when that 12 players was my shit, but now it just don't feel right morally listening to it. And my cousin, rest in peace, loved R. Kelly, bro. He loved all this shit, and now it just be like, it just feel weird, you know. So yeah.
But that's what I'm saying about
shit got weird.
You got big stars co-signing this super drill killer boys out here. It ain't gonna change unless the older niggas that's in charge. You know, I'm sorry, the niggas that's like, that's why I be on Adam 22. You feel me? And because he could really like at least get him in there and be that guy, the big white boy that say, yeah, but this is not cool, you know, to make it look like you got that stance, but he embraced the killing stance. And as if it was a black dude that had a platform as big as his in LA, he would have to take that responsibility of, you can't just be that and not take the responsibility of trying to be right.
And you saying the answer, if him being a black man, he would have a cultural responsibility not to keep perpetuating the bullshit. Adam don't have to, and we don't culturally notice that he don't have that obligation.
Realize that then. People need to take a stance on that then. That's what I'm saying, for real. Sorry if he covered it before. What he say? Did he deserve bail? Yeah, we covered that. I mean,
if Maxine, whatever her name is, got bail, did he deserve bail?
Yeah, if you want, you could go back and check it out. We covered that though. We had some insightful shit to say about that. I don't know
though, man. I just don't like that video of him kicking and throwing. He threw a vase at her, right? A light, right?
That's why I'm in my brain. I don't give a fuck about him because you deserve. And then that was Cassie, who was not to sound fucking superficial, but this is a artist too. You feel me? And it was his wife, and he did her like that. So that means. Hey.
Sean basically came out and said Diddy been having tactics like this because during the trial everybody, it was multiple 6-7 witnesses said Diddy was getting an argument with this dude. And the dude, he said, but he said people responded in response because the dude was the threat saying, I'm about to do y'all in because of a situation he had with Diddy. He said, I was responding, but everybody, he said a bunch of witnesses saying Diddy escalated. He shot, he did this, he did that. But I got railroaded in court. You know what I'm saying? So he been doing, and come on, bro, Sean was holding you down.
I mean, Shine held him down, but we all knew that he took the rap for Diddy and got paid for it. We all knew that.
He didn't get paid for it.
No, no. But I'm saying the word at the time was that he got paid for it. You know, and then we come to find out that he didn't get paid for it. But
you know who worse than Gene Deal? I'm starting to get tired of him, bro. That nigga D-Haven, bro. Like he crying by everything is Jay-Z didn't.
Man, that's old,
back on me.
Stuff.
It's like, bro, let that shit go, bro. When was that? 80.
He is revealing some new shit about Jay-Z character, and it's all going with the timing of the Jay-Z's associated with Diddy, and everybody starting to really put Jay-Z under the microscope. And now D-Haven want to strike with some more shit. So those type of dudes ain't never been your friends to me. You know what I mean? Like if I came up with a nigga like Hov and he cut me off, I'm not going behind. And if he was ever my real friend, I'm not making no content on him and none of that. It's like, oh, whatever, he cut me off. You feel me? That's just me. Like, that's my whole thing. Like Dame Dash, he tried to keep it, you know, a certain way for a minute, but they just kept pushing it. And it got personal with this auction thing. That's another thing I wanted to talk about because this Dame Dash auction, the boy, they say he lost in this auction. Did you see the details on that or no?
I didn't check the details, but they've been saying he's liquidating. You know, he probably need money.
That's sad shit, though.
It ain't sad shit. You know why? Because he was the same person on the Breakfast Club talking about, I can't respect no man who worked a job for 30 years. I don't respect if you call another man calling you your boss. You shitting on the Lord.
All that shit.
Right. And I watched my grandpa work for fucking 60 fucking years. Got
but
properties.
You know, I'm sorry to cut you off.
Now you good.
What do fucking Jay-Z, Diddy, Dame Dash got in common? Aaliyah, R. Kelly, Jay-Z, Dame Dash, R. Kelly.
They all dated her.
And fucking Diddy, Aaliyah.
They're all old as fuck.
But you know what's sick is she was her age. You feel me? And these old ass niggas. You know what I mean? Even Foxy Brown. No, I'm dead ass. Like, let's go back and analyze for real. You know what I mean? She said, so did Aaliyah's mom sell her off? Well, that's a
pretty much.
Where was she?
Well, no, she pimped her out to the game before she was.
I just gave an
18.
example. She did the same thing Tina Turner mama did when Ike came over, seeing he had a profession. He could have took care of her daughter. She let her daughter go with this grown man, bro. And we all know girls in high school that was leaving with the nigga in college.
And look what Justin Bieber was with Diddy. Usher was with Diddy.
I mean, we see these parties. I don't want to make it seem like every time you was attending a party, you was an avid member of the party. That means you was in the freak off shit. I don't want to collude the two things.
But
George Laura Silsby, she was a friend of the Clintons, got caught smuggling. Oh, look, we don't listen.
What they talking about?
Me and B-Rad already spoke on Hillary Clinton, bro. So
yeah, she's a demon.
What's she talking about though? What's she talking about? Elaborate a little bit for me.
That's basically a person like just like the lady who was linked to Epstein. That lady was caught doing the same thing basically. For the Clintons though, Pizzagate, and it's all linked to Epstein Island. If you ask me, they were doing that for the Epstein.
Oh, it's a gang of them people. Just like I said,
it's the politicians.
These type of things don't happen without a click. You gotta be like everybody. You look around.
You gotta be rolling deep to be able to do some shit like that. You got to be rolling pretty fucking deep with money and power and people in order to pull 33 children out of a fucking earthquake area and bring them back to America. That's disgusting
already
level of
for the
disgusting.
Simple fact that it's set up where they know you're not violating no U.S. laws. They'll go a certain height where they know, or they'll go to a location or island where you can do murder, kidnapping because there's no conviction there because you have no jurisdiction in this island land to say I can't do this.
Mm-hmm.
It's all set up on some sinister shit.
Yeah, but what about the pilot who flies that plane? That's fucking crazy, man.
The what?
I mean,
the pilot who flies that plane out of there.
But check this. They do it up in our face like Disneyland, but don't nobody say nothing. Because go check Disneyland history, how many kids get missing there, and all the funny stories linked to Disneyland right now.
Oh, we already know what they was built on.
Well, there's a crazy like cult that was revealed in like Washington that was like covering for like kidnapped kids, and like these detectives and these reporters that were getting into it were like silenced, shut up, like deaded off, like
well,
all that shit.
That. Go check. It was
fucking crazy though. It was fucking crazy, bro.
Every time we do a human trafficking ring, we always catch some Disney employees, whether they're janitors or visual editors. We always catching Disney employees.
Oh, they have some other shit then.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They said this. She said, my understanding is that tampering with witnesses is a main risk keeping judge from approving. So, how would he be? Like, he's in jail. His people that's work for him, all he gotta do is give one word to his lawyer, and they'll get it to the right people. Type of shit. I don't see that being like more effective if he's outside. It will be, of course, but come on, man. Like, the judge gotta be real. I ain't rooting for him to get free, because don't get me wrong, but it's like, man.
Sounds like you are. Sounds like you're advocating.
Nah, he offered like 50.
I think you need to speak to somebody.
Room apartment, and he gotta fight the case from there. You know what? One thing that hurts me though, I ain't gonna lie, is seeing all his kids and all that, and they all stick together. They all still like, I'm like, he's not the devil. You feel me? But who knows? But until he convicted. But I don't think he's gonna get bailed. What y'all think? It might come out today.
No, no fucking way. There's a flight risk.
EST froze up and shit. Johnny Gosch was sold by his parents, the boy that was first to appear on Missing Children on milk cartons in the early 80s.
Oh, that's fucking crazy. That's awful.
Where was that at? That wasn't in no fucking New York, and they probably weren't.
Probably in Detroit.
Well, you say Detroit, and they were definitely. we could.
I'm just clowning. Shout out Detroit.
We could put money on it. They definitely were white. He said Johnny Gosch.
oh, gotta be white.
Sorry, I'm just saying.
I'm taking that one to the hole. I'm going to the hole with that one.
I see the common denominator by a house of parents. Tell them your kids is safe and going to a star. Shame. What going to be a star? I mean, yeah. You gotta be hard on them kids sometimes. Whoop their ass. Now I'm playing. I don't hit my son no more, but he's been on the honor roll for the past 3 years. You feel me?
And he's bigger than you. And he's bigger
than
you.
He's bigger than me. Swear to God.
You don't be doing that no virtue shit. You be doing it so they'll stomp the shit out you with the shoes you bought him.
Oh my God. 13. Monica Sylvie was the chick detained in Haiti. She returned to America after Clinton attorney got her off. Sylvie was hired as marketing director of Amber's Alert.
Really? That's a conflict of interest if I've ever seen one. Yeah, I mean that's just how it goes. Like, why people that want access to children are usually fucking creeps.
You got to look at that every year. Yeah, that's what's so dangerous about that job. Because there was some dude that was working with my little brothers. I swear to God, and this is in California. We find out he disappeared one day, and we find out later he was on the run for some stuff dealing with kids or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck? And he was around my little brother. I wanted to kill him. I wanted to find him and kill his ass. I was pissed.
Bro, I'm not even gonna front. If I had that problem in my life, like I don't know if you're born like that or if it's a mental issue, whatever it turns out to be, I think it's detestable. But I'm saying if I had that problem, I wouldn't keep myself around. I'll be honest.
Nah, but guess what?
Like that, I couldn't live like that.
Just like a fucking the music we was talking about. Guess what? Think about that music. He worked at the Boys and Girls Club. Now remember that band? What they sing that YMCA. It's fun to play with the boys.
No shit. That song. Am I the only one? Am I the only one who thought that song was creepy 30 fucking years ago? Like, would be crazy. I always thought that was the creepiest, weirdest shit in the world. It's a bunch of gay dudes singing about young boys at the YMCA, and I'm like, what are they fucking?
Crazy. And they was
That
like,
wasn't
oh,
a
this is a
PSA.
great
That
song.
was a fucking love letter.
The fucking executives and the bosses of the labels and all.
Yo,
it was all
I would hear
loving
that shit at Shea Stadium. I would hear that shit at Yankee Stadium. I would hear that at MetLife. I would hear that at Seton Hall basketball games. And every time I heard it, I was like, "This is the fucking creepiest, weirdest, most." I never thought it was cool. Like I didn't fuck with that YMCA shit at all. I always thought it was a sketchy song.
He was
and
extra
nobody ever.
nice. He was extra cool. He worked at the YMCA. We was like, "Oh, this is great." Then come to find out, this man, I was like, I don't think he did nothing to none of my brothers and them. I asked him and my little sister too, but at the same time, he was over there trying to plot and plan. That's what I think. Like, so
I don't know, man, but that song didn't do the YMCA any good.
But appreciate you for putting us on, KTS worker. Feel me? I mean, but yeah, man. It's deep. The game go deep, and like I said, they can't get away with this shit unless they clicked up with other like-minded, powerful people. So we already know.
Very powerful people.
Yeah, exactly. The associations don't surprise me. Huge news in the 80s. They snuck these boys into White House after midnight reference.
And a lot of people that are complicit in it, people that vote on it, people that allow people into certain positions knowing what's going on, even though they don't do it themselves, but they're complicit in it, it's because they got caught up in some other aspect of some shit, whether it be girls, above, proper age or not, whatever, drugs, any kind of trouble, problems, cheating on their wives or husbands. Like, people get caught up in these things and then have to do favors for these other people. And that's how these scumbags get things like this done. It's really, it's deep, man. It's deep. It's deep. It's stranger than any TV show you can ever watch. I guarantee it.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. Because I'm sure Diddy loved that YMCA song. It's fun to play it. YMCA. He said the predators do that to get the kids. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I'm doing this foundation for the kids. And then now they scoping out your children when they 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Because I seen some sick motherfuckers out there.
Remember Jerry's kids?
What's that?
Never mind.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh yeah, look, that was Trump's song.
What? Get it? Yeah, that's terrible. That is terrible.
That was Trump's song, boy. So
that's terrible. Yeah, I still hate that song. That's funny. That's funny.
And he got his dance that's famous. I seen it.
I like his dance is good. I like the dance. That shit is funny. Because what does an 80-year-old white guy dance like that?
That was Trump's song. But my thing is, what does that song fucking mean for a grown
I don't
man?
know, but it means, I'll tell you, it means something very different to him than it does to me.
Man, we let a lot of songs pass, homie. I could think of a lot of lyrics and stuff. I could go crazy, but I ain't gonna do that to y'all. Left to right, politicians corrupted. Big facts. I believe you on that. No lie. We all agree on that. I could go on the examples, but what I'm talking about is the influence of music, because we're speaking on Diddy. And fuck him. He don't deserve no bail. That's what I say. Fuck it. I'll put my stamp on what I feel about it. He don't deserve no fucking bail. I don't give a fuck about him.
Or anybody else with these charges would be getting no bail. So why would he?
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I don't give a fuck about him. He don't deserve no bail. All these stories and every day I'm seeing new information, and it's like we say here, where there's smoke, there's fire. I'm seeing new information. I don't like the fact that a black man that was so powerful and so influential is going down. But if he was a dirtbag, then he was a dirtbag. He got to go down. Fuck him. Get him out of the way. That's what's the problem with these youth.
Get him, Bush. Get him.
Gatekeepers. DB gatekeepers. You feel me? We got to clear out these dirtbag gatekeepers. I say no. Salute to you. We agree on that. You feel me? But yeah, man. It's like we're gonna see this happen again and again, and we can't get blinded by the color or whatever. If you're a dirtbags, you gotta get the fuck out of here. And if you did some shit that caused people death, then maybe your ass need to die too. Death penalty. I don't care about these individuals. You feel me? R. Kelly, people still crying. Bootsy still crying out there. I love R. Kelly. He got Wack 100 still. I love R. Kelly. Fuck R. Kelly. Tell me he puts on a 14-year-old girl. Fuck him. He needs to die in prison. I don't care about this dude. He don't need. I don't care how talented he. Let him sing for them dudes. That's what he's doing. He's singing for them dudes in the big house. You feel me? He don't got to do it for money, so he just doing it because they like, nigga, you gonna sing, nigga? Because he got money. So why is he singing?
R. Kelly.
But you know, them type of people is usually cowards. The type of people that take advantage of a child and a youngin is usually cowards. So yeah,
it's usually on some power trip type shit.
Yeah, I'm not saying Diddy was a representation of black man. Definitely not. He shouldn't be.
No,
he was unfortunately a representation of a successful black man. And for a minute, you know, sorry, he was Diddy. He was the man.
Oh, look, he was successful, but he also turned out to be a freak, and then he thought he was untouchable, and he started doing fucking hella weird shit. Game over. It doesn't mean he represents just black people. He represents rich people. He represents Americans. He represents music. He represents a whole lot of different things. He represents New York. He represents New York. He represents Harlem. He represents a lot of things.
Good point. Good point. Cold fact.
But you know, but reality is he represents sick people. So fuck him. Like if it's true.
It is true. I think it is. A lot of.
I mean, we've been, like you said, with this fire. I've been hearing this since I'm a fucking kid. Basically, is like this dude's a weirdo, bro.
We seen how he whooped old girl ass, so that right there is a big eye opener.
Yeah, I mean, that video is pretty damning. Didn't do him any fucking favors. I'll tell you that much. That shit looked crazy, bro. If he busted a dude up like that, I'd be like, ooh, that was brutal.
Hell yeah. I define success, you feel me, as happiness, you feel me, and that's just a cold fact, you know what I mean? If you got a baby mama, or you married and happily married with your kid, that's more success than having a baby mama. I got a baby mama, but I'm just talking about like real happiness with your life and how you set it up. If you planned it a certain way, whatever you plan, achieving what you planned and you happy, that's successful, I think. It don't got nothing to do with money either, really, to me. But
money don't got shit to do with it.
How you define it?
Money helps situation. You don't have zero money, but too much money can start bringing you problems that you could never even imagine having right now. And people have no clue about that either.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Like millionaires have fucking millionaire problems, and a person that doesn't have millions could never fucking understand the reality of that, and it's just a different lifestyle. So like money, you can have all the money in the world, you're still gonna have fucking problems. You know, like figure it out.
Yeah, I think when he cried to, y'all killing me, man. You killed yourself.
Yeah, you killed yourself. You killed yourself.
They all in the same like I said, you karma come back on your ass. Y'all did Aaliyah wrong. That's what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck.
I'm saying people do shit. Then 10, 15 years later, it comes back, and they're like, I can't believe it came back. It's like it comes back in every movie. It comes back in every book. It comes back in every story you hear in history. It always comes back, motherfucker, and it's always right when you are doing well and don't need that shit.
It's gonna get you.
There's no cheating in life. Life. If you cheat life will be like, all right, well, I'm coming around for you in 15 years. Let's see how you're doing then when everything's on high life and you've been doing great for years. And I come back and, oh, yeah, you did this to this young girl. And it's like, oh, wait, that was then. It's like, no, but this is now. You did that shit.
Getting mixed up in it because we already know he was all in the mix. And then you got Foxy Brown, you feel me? And Nas, he you know, he was dealing with.
Think of the girls that didn't come out on a label, that just got abused and used up and messed with. There's going to be a million of them, nameless girls who aren't going to be involved in this trial at all in any way, shape, or form. Think about that. Just think about that, because you know that shit happened.
It happens. You know, money don't hurt. Don't get me wrong. Money is a beautiful thing.
It helps.
That's why we looked up to people like Jay-Z, P. Diddy, and all these people we name, and R. Kelly, who was the king of R&B for a minute. We looked up to them because they were successful too. But the fucked up part is we look at success and then we just get blinded by all their flaws and all the fuck shit they doing, and we accept it and we think that's normal. Now that's the weird shit about humans. You should never think what a celebrity is doing is normal, because he's not normal. If he's rich and 90%
they're
of people
living
poor, he's 50.
They're living very different lifestyles, and they're living amongst some deviant fucking people who think that they are gods. Literally. So yeah,
they look at it like, oh, I should be living like that. They compare themselves, that brings depression. They look at it like, that's what he's doing, is cool. No, it ain't. That's him, whatever else. Like, that's what I'm saying about that, because we all know they idolize and fantasize on them, but at the same time, when you looking at them on Instagram and you trying to be like that when you ain't that, even that's the problem with these kids, the killers that's killing everybody out here in these streets. I'm dead ass, man. It's
like,
so
you know who's an OG that like I never suspected of being on any fuck shit of any kind is just Nas. Like I just picture him just never having nothing to do with none of that shit. I don't know why. He just seems too smart for that. It seems like he already seen that play coming a mile away and just, swerved it and just avoided it, while all these other clowns get involved with these higher up and rich people and get sucked into the bullshit. Mm-hmm. Whatever it might be, just shitty business ethics at the very least, all the way up to God knows what.
Who's Corey Feldman?
Corey Feldman was a kid from the Goonies. It was Corey Feldman and Corey Haim back in the day in the 80s, child star, and now he's in like a rock band. He was friends with Michael Jackson and shit.
Did he say what does she mean by this comment?
What does it say? So people like Corey Feldman spoke out years ago, and no one believes him. That's a fact. Corey Feldman's been on that time since the early 1990s, talking about there's devious people.
Oh, in the industry?
She's talking about professionals like a child actor who came out and was saying and was warning people that there's shifty, shisty ass people that are out here to fucking get you, and they're all around you. And he was being fucked with. And it was basically an open admission, and people ignored him, and people just didn't care. And it's been happening to child actors forever. And everybody just ignored that shit. That shit fucked him up. And he said Michael Jackson didn't do shit ever. That's what he said.
Yeah, that's
he swears by it. He
told Barbara Walters outright, pedophilia is the prime problem and always will be in Hollywood. Wow. Yeah. And y'all thought y'all took it like it wasn't nothing, huh? Because I wasn't familiar with this.
But there's a lot of actors who have said that shit, and their careers went nowhere. Like Brandon Fraser didn't act for like 15 years because he wouldn't play the game. A lot of actors just bowed out.
We seeing the truth. Diddy's charges. Diddy's charge. I seen dealing with girls and drugs and force stuff or whatever, transporting things. But was there any pedophilia in Diddy's charges?
I don't think it was anything specific, but I think there were definitely some underage people that are going to be named in the indictment. So probably, but like it's not like he's on some child shit. You know what I mean? But they're still going to paint it as that if a girl is 16 or 17 snuck in there, played off like she was 18. They don't be carding girls when they come to the crib. I don't think. I don't know. Maybe they do. They got a signed paper.
I didn't see any charges from that, and I know I read a lot of.
Oh, then probably not. I just assumed that they would be lumped in there like that, and it would just be some fucking negligent charge like that. Like it's just this girl was here. She was like 17. She got a speeding ticket, leaving the party type shit.
Somebody in the comments, something like that. If any of Diddy's charges involve pedophilia or anything like that, because I really didn't see any of that. I'm not lying. There's rumors about like Justin Bieber and Usher and things like that, but I really didn't see. He said,
"Oh man,
I think there is a fouling with a juvenile that was a child at time of the abuse, 13." All right, I don't know. Like, is there? I just want to know the charges. Maybe we could look it up, but because we talking about a lot of pedophilia shit, and it's on a Diddy's. Like the subject was Diddy, and I really didn't see none of that. But I do know the rumors Do you know the rumors about Justin Bieber and things like that? Have you seen? You heard anything about that?
Yeah, I just mentioned it before. Look at
the camera. We can't hear you. You gotta get closer.
You can't hear me?
No,
you can't hear me?
Yeah. Right there. Right there is where you need to be. It's great. What'd you say?
I've said before. I said, look at the Justin Bieber, Diddy thing. Look at the, look at all the other actors and all the other stars that have been involved with him, Usher and all that shit. But Bieber was with him when he was young, like young.
So they said there's not yet a charge. They said there's a fouling, and then there was a show called Eight Is Enough. The youngest star on the show faked his death. He said he could not take it anymore. I wonder if he was a victim of someone. Yeah, that's pretty sad, But sometimes things could be domestic too. But we don't know about that. But yeah, hey. I watch a podcast called Brother Love Podcast with the Lawrence brothers, Joey, Matt, and Andy. And one episode
nice.
about his agent sent him a casting call at an agent hotel. Man, they coming with the stories about like, come on now, yeah, we, and me and B Rad, we work in Hollywood, so I mean, but I ain't gonna put no stamps on nothing because I don't know anything. Because B Rad been to a Diddy party, I think, but I ain't never been to one.
Don't put that evil on me. I never been to a Diddy party ever.
I thought you went to one. No current official Fed charges, but foulings represented by Bubsby. See, that's what I'm saying. So we went into that, but I think I took us there because I was speaking on the Aaliyah thing. You feel me? And Diddy, well, there's pictures of Aaliyah in the bed with Diddy and all that, but there's no on the record that that was his girl. But I'm sure, I don't know, because Aaliyah was outside at a young age, 15 years old. R. Kelly took her and married her. Like,
times were very different back then too. Like, I'm telling you, like, go watch the movies back then. They like, it's like a joke that young girls be with older guys.
Yeah, I'm sure, but I'm just saying with the facts that went down. Like,
it's crazy. It's weird to watch now, but back then I remember it. I remember being young at that time, and I was like, I guess it doesn't matter. It didn't seem like a big deal back then.
He said the agent came out in a robe and asked Matt to drop his pants. Matt refused. When you think about like Harvey Weinstein and them big dudes, Pauls that was doing all that crazy shit, yeah, it's not hard to believe you got the gay dudes in there that trying to make boys do the shit too. But these dudes that went through that type of shit, they don't get the same respect as like a girl that went through that shit. And a lot of them go through it and keep their mouth shut because they feel like they're going to get looked at a certain way, whatever, if it come out or whatever else, if they didn't just knock the dude head or something. They talk to them or they thought about it type of shit. So they like, oh, I ain't going to put that out. But it's different when a boy going through it than when a girl, because dudes got their pride and all that. You feel me? And it's sad, but I'm sure it go down with boys a lot more than you think. You know what I mean? A whole lot more.
Sure. Yeah.
To be determined.
For sure.
I'm very slow. I hear you, but I'm just talking about the official charges from the people. I didn't see nothing about that. Innocent until proven guilty. What is back then? Back then is the time when y'all let that song, because I remember you said you're a little older. Back then is the time when you let that song by BBD, Backstage, Underage, Adolescents, and y'all was in the club bouncing. I like to do the wild thing. Yeah, that's the back that I'm talking about. You feel me? That's the back that I'm talking about. Sorry, computer died. Matt's agent called him and said you screwed up. You could have been a star. Matt fired the agent. Yeah, I mean, but Matt is still lit. Talking about Matt Damien, right?
Matt Damien.
I don't know.
That's cool. That's cool. It's just funny. I'm here for the white shit. So there, I'm justified me being here.
No, you're here for
I'm justified my white shit.
You gotta take charge of the white shit, though. You're here for everything.
I'm handling and standing on white shit business right now. It's Matt Damon, disrespect Northeast.
Hey, we about to. A lot of people that went to Diddy parties still don't know they were victimized. How does that work?
Yeah, they don't know they got fucked.
How they don't know they were if they were victimized?
Because they don't know if their likeness was videotaped or not, but if they signed NDAs, then they should be aware that it's possible.
If there's video of them that they don't want out, yeah, I guess that's victimized. But I don't see what else. Maybe you're right.
If I walk into somebody's Southampton 34-bedroom mansion on fucking Dune Road for a party, a white party, and it turns out it's Diddy's house, you better believe I think that I'm going to be on video any place I go in that place, especially the bathroom.
He was saying drugs. I get that. People slip pills and things like that. You fall out and you don't know you're victimized on some Bill Cosby shit. But my thing is
that happens to females.
I don't.
That happens to females sometimes, but they don't really. I don't know if you've been in New York. They don't really just hand drugs out like that these days. It's not really like that.
I don't know because I've never been there. Like I said, B-Rad been there. I've never been there none. But at the Diddy party, that's not really likely. You feel me? I don't think because it's too crowded to be slipping somebody a drink. They fall out in front of you, and what you do? Drag them in the back, and nobody sees nothing.
No, you choose to stay at a certain point, and then the party just changes.
Yeah, but a lot of people got to take the blame too if this Diddy shit come out for real. Because a lot of y'all was letting this shit rock because y'all love Diddy. Matthew Lawrence. You know who Matthew Lawrence is? Huh?
Matthew Lawrence?
Yeah.
I know Joey Lawrence, a brother of Matthew Lawrence, one of the Lawrence brothers from back in the 90s.
Oh, okay. That's the Matt he was talking about.
Yeah, not Matt Damien.
The oil was laced in a typical GHB.
No way. Listen, if that oil was laced in G, they would have checked it, found the scoops in it. They would have fucking been called that. Trust me, you ain't doing 1,000 bottles of G laced baby oil. You're not getting caught. That shit's not.
Somebody said it's ketamine. I'm like,
people are fucking wild. Oh Jesus!
He has done pretty well for himself and has dignity intact, and has his dignity intact. I'm sorry. Yeah, so thank God I guess that don't happen when they try to blackball you, but if you're talent, if you're a super special guy, you're gonna outshine. But a lot of times, a lot of dudes that turned down, a lot of females, they asses got blackballed out the game. I'm pretty sure of that. Hey,
I just saw somebody saying that 2025 is going to be a great year, and I agree. It's going to be everybody can just chill out and relax. It's like a return to normalcy. Normal shit going to be happening for the first time in a minute.
Answer these. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, no doubt. But yeah, people are just in the comments. We appreciate the comments right now. Let's see. Maybe we have access to too much info, and that's why time is flying. Yeah, for sure. We definitely have so much access to so much info. Like now people get what it's like to be from New York. James Hudson still tapped in Bush. Yard. But yeah, that's why our attention spans are so short, of course, because everybody's on TikTok brain right now. It's just what is happening immediately. It is what it is. It just is what it is. But something's to be said for long-form podcasts and long-form conversation too. Joe Rogan's doing 3-hour conversations with everybody minimum. That's crazy. Sean Ryan's doing 6-hour conversations. People give a shit about that stuff too. So that's dope. Let's see, medical social worker, who has specialists that I know in pharmacy. I'll copy that. Some people just get drunk and don't remember the next day. There's definitely people who've been to a party, a Hollywood party, even a regular party, woke up, didn't feel right, felt violated, and have no clue what fucking happened to them. That shit happens every day, and it happens to men too. Just like Bush was saying, it happens to men all the time. So don't even play like it doesn't. Like, men get taken advantage of too. By women in general. I'm not even talking on some crazy shit, but yeah, the Diddy party, you might not want to pass out. Oh man. Skin is an organ. Yes, it is. Weird conversation. Sounds criminal. Research pharmaceutical company and GHB can be ingested. Wait. Yeah, of course. It can be absorbed. GHB can be absorbed. You can just eat it too. You drink it with a bottle of water and take it as like powder. It's not a problem. And just ingest it. but I doubt it would be in the baby oil. If it was, they would know about it already. They've been tested every bottle of that shit 5 times over. Trust me. Trust me when I tell you, they've already tested that shit. What's that?
It's turned into a drug show?
No, I'm just reading through the comments right now.
All right, that's great. Where you at? Let's go.
Talking about research pharmaceutical company and said that GHB was or can be ingested. That's a way that GHB can be ingested is through oil, through absorbing it basically. And I just said that that's possible. So, there's a lot of shit you don't want to absorb.
He said he'll mess with channels with a lot of subscribers, so that means we got not get no subscribers, so he could stay fucking with us. So we trying to
that. I don't mess with channels with lots of subs. That's weird. We got 12,000 in counting. 12,000 in counting.
We don't got a lot. We don't really got a lot. We going.
That's not a lot.
They start becoming controlled at a.
That's not a lot.
What do you say?
What do you get a plaque at 100,000? You get a plaque at 100,000?
Yeah. That's when we're gonna turn it real professional, like.
Realize until then, we're keeping it in the gutter. Until then,
topical medicine to seep through skin. Because I need them sponsors all to come in at the same time. I ain't doing this for one day, you feel me? Topical medicine seep through skin. What do you say? Absorb, smoke, and topical.
Smoke. Who's smoking GHB? Are you crazy?
That alone can tell you something. That he got people scared. A nigga that's like Quincy Jones got witnesses saying, "Oh, I'm scared. Don't let him out." Or somebody at that stature of the level, it's got to be some fire to that smoke, homie. He's really out. You've seen videos. What do you do to drink?
I gotta ask: Does the internet actually say people smoke GHB? That's fucking disgusting. It's like smoking like protein powder. It's or like pre-workout powder. Ugh. That's crazy. That's crazy. I've never heard of that. That's crazy.
But people, I hope y'all seen how he threw everything off just and went back to the drugs. So now, where are we going? Keep going with the GHB. What else?
I have no interest in talking about that. I think that's funny that somebody said it could be smoked because I don't think so.
Hey, guess what? They look at you, they like, oh yeah, he knows. Look, they still on it. Drugs in general can be swallowed, smoked, injected, and absorbed by skin. K2.
Well, yeah, obviously. You don't need a medical dictionary for that.
Crazy shit on that K2. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, people who can't handle their shit shouldn't fuck with K2. That's for sure.
Be nice. I'm mean. I'm sorry. I'll be nice. I know they talking about me. They can't be talking about you.
Fuck. Why? Because I'm smoking weed?
No, they say you smoking protein powder. That's what they said.
I said that shit. I said smoking that shit is like smoking protein powder or like pre-workout powder. Like that shit's it's crazy. Like you just wouldn't smoke it. Just trust me, I tell you wouldn't smoke it. You ingest it.
I'm just telling you what they said, only.
I can read, bro.
They said I'm being dismissive. Whatever. I'm sorry. You talking about me or him? I bet you talking about him. Who? B-Rad or how do I put up our names? Why our names ain't there?
I don't know. I'm probably being dismissive.
You always dismissive.
Because fuck that.
I'm just joking. She probably talk about me. I know that's a female. It gotta be. I remember people used to sniff white out. You remember? You ever did that, B-Rad? I never did that.
Sniff white out? No, I've had plenty better things to do in school, like get good grades and play sports. To be honest, no, I didn't sniff white out. I wasn't on that time.
Sniffing permanent markers.
You know, there's kids in Alaska who used to huff gas too and got taken off their reservations and sent away. So, you know, not everybody has decent drugs in their neighborhood, but no.
That's scary. You could potentially shake someone's hand and pass the fuck out. They ain't say pass the fuck out, but they said pass out.
Yeah, no, that could absolutely happen. Yeah, I mean, that could happen. That could happen. You could walk in, you could sit down at somebody's couch and like put your hand on the table and then die of an overdose. Like that's quite possible too. Some people fuck with some serious stuff and it's just on surfaces. Yeah, absolutely. It's possible. It's quite possible.
Fentanyl is a drug I hate because it took my little brother.
Same here. Same fucking here.
They don't know how to gauge it yet. They're learning. I guess in the future, you're going to find less deaths because they're going to figure out the formula. But the fucked up part is they threw that shit out on the street. And
yeah, they released a monster on the street, unbridled fucking monster on the street, and people just tapped right in and just dropped like in record numbers for years. For fucking years. It didn't happen for like a year. It's been happening for years. That's fucking crazy. I have so many friends that are dead from that shit. So many people I love that are dead from that shit. It's ridiculous. Yeah. It literally wiped out a good portion of a generation.
Mm-hmm. He said
fucking crazy.
He said sniffing keyboard cleaner. But you know what's messed up?
Yeah, that's somebody in the Midwest who just like has no cities near them. They're just like off in end dust and fucking sniffing on magic markers.
But I seen crackheads before, heroin addicts, but when I was out there after when my brother died and I went to Cali and I had to go to the scene and everything else, like them fentanyl addicts are different. Man.
Yeah, in the street, that the fentanyl crisis in the street, especially in Southern California, that shit is a different type of that's a different type of speed right there. That's different.
Oh,
it's like Skid Row style. Like it's really bad. It's really, really bad.
You ever seen the drug that they said Diddy was messing with? What they said, the like pink ecstasy. I don't know what they said.
Yeah, it's like really pure cocaine it's pink cocaine mixed with MDMA. It's what's it called? Like shit. I can't fucking remember the name of it, but no.
Well, that's what they said.
Tusi, that's it. Tusi. That's I was trying to remember, and I had no interest in trying it when I had heard of it, but I know it's a very popular thing now. It's a club drug. You know, it's a big club drug.
You never tried it? Why not? You never fuck with you fuck with MDMA, right? Because I did.
Yeah, but that was. I mean, I did a lot of ecstasy back in the day. Back in the day when ecstasy was ecstasy, MDMA is all right. It's not the same,
before, right?
Back in the day, sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so
but,
would you try?
But I got away from a lot of that, bro. I'm an old ass dude. By the time I came across that shit in Miami, I was way beyond wanting to do that shit. I didn't want to be up till it was like 4 a.m. I'm like, I'm not trying to do this now. You know what I mean? Like, God knows where that could lead. God knows where that could lead.
Yeah,
no,
so they said that was the thing, you know, in his case.
You can get it here. You can get it in New York. It's not impossible to find. It's just very expensive.
They said Diddy was getting it shipped in, a lot of it, and he was using.
Yeah, well, he was having strippers and shit, and girls come in from Miami into California and shit, and then in New York and the fucking Hamptons most likely, and fucking showing up with a fucking a half a fucking yep in the purse because she's on a private jet. Well, that's called drug trafficking now. But the reality is it's just a friend bringing some fucking coke for another friend. That's the reality of it. But when you got a fucking plane and you go across borders and you got people bringing things, it turns into a trafficking charge.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reality of it. That's the reality of it. Puffy's not going to order a gram. He's going to get an ounce, a half ounce. He's going to get a significant amount of weight.
Uh-huh.
Not firing up the Lear jet for a fucking gram.
So wait, the Juicy is cheaper than... You think, is that cheaper than, or is it more expensive than like just getting some coke?
It's probably about the same. For like a half than like a girl for an hour is probably about the same. Probably about $1,200.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I'm kidding. I'm still guessing. Do not clip that. That was a joke. Don't
nothing. He said
that's fucking crazy that I just said that.
They don't even mess with the stuff in Mexico. They talking about fentanyl, so that's crazy too. I bet
nobody messes with it. Nobody messes with it except for the fucking United States because nobody wanted it. They were forced it, and then they needed it, and then that's game over.
cartel gave it to the Americans.
Yeah, right at the right time. Right after the American, right after the American drug companies doped everybody up and then took all the painkillers away.
Mm-hmm. But I'm hearing rappers rapping about fentanyl, and they pushed it. Once a famous rapper, talk about it.
Fuck these clowns talking about that bullshit.
It too, in the streets. When a rapper that famous talking about it, that pushes it too. It helps the whole movement.
That shit is just cool. Yeah, you hustle. It doesn't matter what you sell. You hustle. It doesn't. If you gotta talk about fentanyl to be edgy, you're a fucking clown. Fuck off.
Nah, I hear you. I'm just saying, like, because I'm just talking about
fuck these people. Most of these clowns wouldn't know a fucking day in the life. They really fucking truly wouldn't know nothing about the game, never. And I fucking laugh at a lot of them. And it's sad the ones that don't and idolize it. It's like the same for you, the same for nobody. Like you don't want to be involved in any side of that game, even if you're not using it. It's just as fucking bad.
You know what I mean? I already know, and I lost my little brother, when I was crying over him the other night recently, you feel me? Just thinking about him, only thing I know was marijuana and shrooms. Only thing I don't that's the only thing you don't? I think they meant the only thing I do. But
that's the only thing they don't. That's the only thing you really should be fucking with, to be honest, if you're gonna fuck with anything.
I fuck with shrooms sometimes too. I do the marijuana.
We gotta do a shrooms episode.
Yeah, we definitely are. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. One time in Rhode Island, they served me some lace marijuana, me and my little brother, and we was higher than I think they had some goddamn, I don't know what they had on that bullshit, but it was dark and we smoked it. I felt like I was on heroin. I'm like, nah.
It was probably dust.
Or something. So we went looking for these niggas that sold us that shit. But Vancouver, Philly have huge open air market for drugs. Oh, Philly is
it's called Kensington. It's called Kensington, and it's fucking zombie land, and it's
zombie land.
Hey, it's real. It's in our country. I've been there. It's disgusting.
Why were you there?
Oh, we were going there to buy a car. It was the next. You had to go through Kensington to go to this next town, but it was just like North Kensington or whatever the fuck. No, dead ass. This was years ago. This was years ago, like when it first kicked off, and I was like, this place looks like the fucking Bronx in the 80s. Like, you know what I mean? Like it looked crazy. It looked like you were near Yankee Stadium back in like the late 80s, early 90s. Like it was crazy. And I was like, what's going on here? And then sure as shit, a couple of years later, I started hearing all this shit about Kensington. I was like, I think I've been there before. And they showed it. And I was like, I've fucking been there. We drove right through that place. Just once. We just drove through there and right back. And that was it. We didn't buy the car. It was bullshit.
Yo, that shit looked crazy. Zombie land. I seen it. Thousands of teens hanging out, sleeping and dying on the streets. I'm like, this is crazy as hell.
It's wild. You know where it's similar like that down in fucking Maryland, down in Baltimore. It's similar to that. It really is.
Yeah, like that's how I feel as I get older. I slow down the drinking and stuff too. I'll hit a joint now and then I might do some shrooms now and then too. You feel me? But I definitely
ain't nothing wrong with that.
I experimented. I had a little coke in my life. You feel me? But that's about it. I ain't never touched nothing else like that. Like, oh yeah, the dust. I found out about that too. Oh yeah, and the Cali, they call it sherm, where they dip the joint in.
Yeah,
I did that.
And embalming fluid and shit.
Embalming fluid. What is pink cocaine?
That's a very rudimentary version of dust, but yes.
That's what B-Rad was just explaining. I think it's the MDMA. What you say mixed with the thing? You gotta go back.
It's like pink Peruvian cocaine mixed with like MDMA. Like it's just like raw and uncut and crazy. I believe that's what I think it is. I don't know. Like I said, never did it. Heard of it. Was hammered, drunk. Was like, no, I'm good, and just bypassed. Because if I stood around and thought about it too long, I probably would have tried it.
I wonder who's going to play Diddy in the movie about Diddy. Maybe his son, his little crazy ass son who looked like he want to be just like his pops. Can't stop, won't stop, bad boy.
No, I'm trying to think. Fucking Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. He too short.
Dude, you work in film. You're telling me you can't make Kevin Hart like 9 feet tall? Come on.
She live in Fresno. Fresno is the middle of California. With them, I got a few bulldog homies out there, and I got my homeboy folks out there. Fresno, shout out Fresno. So bad, huh?
Yeah, Fresno.
The game. What
they
game?
had a dope basketball team. Jerry Tarkanian was coaching for them for a while back in the day.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that fentanyl. That's why I hate the fentanyl. My little brother, he was a strong young dude. Did his thing. Came out to California. I was like, "You gonna get your GED?" My wife, who was my ex-wife now, she was like, "Make sure he get his GED." We made sure he got his damn GED, and he got it. So I was hella proud about that. Went back to Cali. He was trying to do his thing, try to find work or whatever else. His dad was out there, but his pops just got out of prison. And if you know this channel, if you're a bull, a couple of y'all in here, then you know Macy, he got the podcast. That's his brother, same. And that's my little step brother, but we got the same mom. So yeah, and hit them streets. And I remember because before it happened, I was looking at San Diego because I'm from San Diego half my life. So I'm looking and I'm seeing the tent world. I'm like, damn, all these tents over there in my old neighborhood and the drug activity I'm seeing, it look like damn near Skid Row over there now. So I'm like, damn. But I didn't know Marco was out there too. So yeah, and then I found out, he passed away due to that fentanyl. You know what I mean? And I'm like, wow, I hate that damn drug. That shit is. And then my little sister was telling me we got the little thing to test how, whatever's going on with whatever, because they lace all kind of shit with that shit, the cocaine, the weed, and whatever else.
Everything these days. People are getting cocaine, Xanax, they're getting everything. They're getting pressed pills of all kinds. Everything. It's fentanyls and everything. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, brother,
it'll kill an active user dead like 10 times over. Somebody who doesn't normally do it takes a pill thinking it's something and it's fentanyl. Oh my God. They have no shot. It's crazy. It literally kills innocent people too, not just addicts, not just people fucking around. It kills innocent people, kills people who are just doing it for the first time ever.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking sinister shit. It's some really dirty, sinister shit. It's fucking awful. It's taking a lot of people away. Yep. It really sucks.
Rap is the only music that glorifies killing your own people, and it's they music that comes with the age limit. You might be right.
You never listen to death metal.
Yeah, exactly. There's other genres and things, even country get crazy, but
hell yeah.
It glorifies killing each other and like real genocide shit type of stuff. So that's the only one that really does. I ain't gonna lie. Like real.
Yeah, but then there's got to be certain genres because there's certain genres of rock and roll that glorify fucking devil worship and all sorts of crazy shit.
You're right. It's a genre. Though. It's a genre. You're right.
There's a genre of rap called hardcore, which is what Big L originally came out as, and it's like he was spitting some funky shit, but like that he wasn't doing that shit in his daily life. But like, it was just a lane. It was just a lane. But that's why we need subdivisions in rap, like we have in rock and roll. We have different divisions of rock and roll. We need subdivisions in rap and R&B. We really do. We really do badly. Like somebody needs to fucking. We need Tower Records to come back and straighten this shit out.
Well, they say drill rap, I guess, and that's specific rap that I guess I'm talking about that really glorifies death, but really it's not the only genre of rap that do glorify. Like I kill a nigga. That's just normal. Like
that's just gangster rap, and then you have a subset which is drill rap. And then you got subsets of even that. It gets deep, bro. It gets deep. It gets deep out here.
Anyway, shit, we about to get up out of here though. I feel like, I gotta run and do something. We good?
Yeah, not really. We're approaching 2 hours. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, shout out to everybody tapping in. Please hit that like button and shit like that.
Absolutely. Everybody tapping in. If we didn't get to your comments, we appreciate them anyway. We will definitely continue. Keep commenting, keep the conversation going. We appreciate all you. Thank you. Anybody first time in, tap in. Let us know how you're doing, what you're up to, what you want to hear about. We'll get into it.
Exactly. achieve with us and keep tapping in because you know we're gonna stay in the bullshit. We out of here, y'all.
Absolutely.
Peace.